I'll pop it up on the screen for you guys so you can see. Let me see what else I have on my question list and switch triggers. So I remember showing you guys this candle. This is a watermelon scented candle, and it has this cool lid that sounds like rain falling, and I'm going to answer questions while I tap on this, but I'll be sure to be quiet for a little so you guys can hear it. So the room that I'm filming in is actually very, very small. If you guys watched my bloopers video, then I'm sure you saw that one blooper where the door was open and it was literally like I could touch the door if I just extend my hand. So there's like a wall right here. Do you hear that? And then over here there's a door. So like, I mean, it's a very small space. A lot smaller than you guys might think. This room temperature can be a little bit crazy. It gets very, very, very hot in the summertime, to the point where I can't, like, it's hard to film. So basically I have air conditioning that I turn off in order to film, so you guys are able to hear me talk, and it's not too distracting, but sometimes it turns on its own even though I've turned it off. I don't know why or how. So the room gets super hot in the summertime, and in the wintertime it's freezing. It's a very small space that's easily affected by the temperature, so it's definitely interesting. My background I'll talk about in a little bit, but we'll do the next question on my list. Rain falling, 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 falling. Rain falling, 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 falling. I know I said I was recreating my first ASMR video, but like, I have to be honest, that video was way shorter than my usual. So I'm having to kind of fill in the time by actually talking way more and doing the triggers a little differently. So hopefully I didn't really like mess this up. I'm trying to also stick with only the triggers that I used in the video, so I'm taking my time with them as well. Let me see what is next on my question list and grab another trigger. Oh, I've got this dog notebook. So the next on my question list, ideas and how I come up with my videos. In the beginning, I used to try and do like a triggers based video, a talking type of video, and then like a visuals video, and I just used to alternate, so there was a little bit of a pattern. But as time went on, I started to just like kind of struggle with my mental health here and there, and I just ended up making the types of videos that I have the energy for. So sometimes it would be talking, and sometimes it would be visual. It just all depended. So do I come up with videos in advance? Yes, sometimes I do, but other times I just roll with it. There have been times where I've just kind of put together my video ideas or Wednesday, and then I edit, and then I post on Friday. So some of you guys who live in a different time zone, I might be posting on Saturday for you, but yeah, that's my usual. The next question, am I monetized? I have filled out my application to be monetized currently, so at the time that I'm filming this video, no, but maybe I will be monetized when you guys are watching. I'm not exactly sure. And like, don't worry, I'm not going to be putting ads in the middle of my videos if I can help it. The money that I do make on my videos, if I end up making any money on my videos, I'm planning on using to purchase gifts for my family, like extra things or food or whatever. That's the current plan. Okay, I'm going to grab another trigger. Actually, I'm going to do some page tapping because we need to make these triggers last. I did not use very many in my first ASMR video, so we gotta make them last, you guys. I'm only allowed to use what I used in my first video, so we might even repeat some triggers. We'll see. What do I do with negative comments? And to be honest, they don't really bother me. I think people should always be polite, but I understand that not everybody can be. And it's something that, you know, hopefully that those people learn in the future, but it doesn't hurt my feelings. I understand that I put myself out there online, and part of the risk when you put yourself out there is exposing yourself to negativity. So I'm not surprised by any negative comments. I will also say though, just like as a general thing, wanted to let people get to know me a little, and I don't know, I realized that I really like talking about my life and my week and updates and just connecting with people. And I definitely think that I'm so grateful for this community, and hopefully that kind of answered the question. Sorry, I'm rambling constantly today, but I guess that is the point of this video. So the next question on my list is the background. So talking about the background. These are curtains, like they're actual curtains. This is not a green screen. Literally, look. It's like, they're real curtains. I don't know if anybody thought it was a green screen or not, but it's not. They're layered curtains, so this is actually sheer, but it's blue. And then there's like another kind of like greenish blue curtain on the inside. So yeah, if anybody was curious, these are the fairy lights that I just have hanging there. They are all kind of clipped onto the top with, I don't know what those are, clothespins, and they're clipped onto the top. There's no window here. These are just curtains. The window with all the background noise is over there. And I will talk a little bit about background noise. I guess it's actually literally next up on my list. Let me open this and we can tap and talk. So, now we're going to talk a little bit about the background noise. So the background noise, I used to edit out of my videos. There were way more cuts when I started filming just because I was trying to be a perfectionist. This mic is so sensitive. Literally, if my stomach growls, it picks it up. If I swallow, it'll pick it up. If somebody's walking, it picks it up. Like little things, it'll pick up. And I used to edit out every little thing. These days, I kind of appreciate the natural background noise. If there's like a loud plane, I'll edit that out. Or if there's a loud truck, I'll edit it out. If there is loud talking, dogs barking, certain things, I will edit out of my videos. But these days, I don't edit out too much. I'm gonna switch to the box that this was in and use that as a trigger again to change up the sound. So editing is definitely more time consuming than you might imagine. Even if I don't make as many edits these days, I also have to do the thumbnail. So we'll talk about both of those. For editing my videos, usually I will listen to the video all the which that gets cut down to about like 32 minutes that I end up posting on YouTube, just because the other like stuff that I'm cutting out, it's all background noise or interruptions, things like that. So it can get a little crazy. After I get the videos and ready to be posted onto YouTube, I have to choose a thumbnail. I used to try and like make a nice thumbnail, but these days I just grab it from, I like push pause and get a screenshot from my video, and I feel like it's fine. Sometimes I get a little too tired to make a really nice thumbnail, which I know thumbnails are important, but sometimes I just get a little too tired. Okay, guys, it is actually a brand new day, which is kind of crazy, but I had to film this on a new day because I got a little interrupted last night during the filming process. So I don't remember exactly what we were talking about, but maybe we were talking about editing. I'm not sure. Hopefully I kind of sort of wrapped up that topic. And another question that I have on the little questions list next to me is, what have I changed in my videos since I started? This is a really cute notebook. Very, 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 very cute notebook. I feel like something that I do differently now than I did back then. Honestly, I think I film my videos in a way that makes it a little bit easier to edit, just because if there's a loud sound, I don't keep talking, I pause, and then I repeat what I said to make it easier to cut that part out of the video. I feel like when I started filming, I used to talk over the noise, and talking over the noise is not the best when you're trying to edit things out. It's just not the best, because what happens is, now if you cut that part out, you lose that entire sentence or whatever it was that you were saying. It happened in my first few videos. They were very short because I had to cut out so many things that I said because I was talking over airplanes or trains and things like that. I'm trying to think if anything else changed. I used to film my videos during the daytime, and now I film at night. I also used to film videos so much, and she is such a sweet person. Definitely go subscribe to her channel, check out her content. Incredible, 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 incredible. Chocolate Cosmos ASMR. Her channel is incredible, incredible, incredible as well. Videos are amazing, very creative, and I just feel so relaxed when listening. So, big shout out to her. Go check out her content, subscribe to her channel, and enjoy. Lo-Fi Lilac ASMR. Lo-Fi Lilac ASMR, and I love her videos. She has such a relaxing voice. So, you guys definitely check her channel out. Subscribe. She recently hit 100 subscribers. Go congratulate her. It is amazing, and yeah, she definitely deserves more subscribers, so go check out her channel. Batala's ASMR. Love her videos, and she has such an amazing voice. So if you guys have not checked out her channel, definitely go check it out, because I think you guys will really like her videos. Ocean's ASMR. I watch her channel. Love her role plays. Always helps distract me when I've got a lot on my mind. So definitely go check out her channel as well. Those are some of my favorite ASMR creators, the ones that I'm been watching the most. So everybody's amazing. You guys need to check out their channels and subscribe, because I guarantee you will be relaxed. So I'm trying to think of what else to do. I think I might tap on something real quick, because I've just been talking this whole time and you guys are probably like, please stop talking for a little bit. So I'm going to tap on something. I do want to say a huge thank you, guys. A huge thank you to all of you guys. Thank you for being here, supporting me, watching my content. Just thank you for being on this journey with me. I love, love, love ASMR. I love creating content for you guys. Very excited to see what the next year is going to bring. I want to improve my channel as much as I can for you guys without changing too much, and I think that's something that I worry about a lot. I know a lot of you guys who found my channel enjoy my content because of just how things are, and I don't want to change too much, but I've also wanted to branch out and see what else I can do. But again, I mentioned before wanting to start a second channel for ASMR, I'll still keep the same posting schedule for this channel, and the second channel will be whenever I have an extra minute or two, whenever I have a little bit of extra say my no talking ASMR career did not last very long. I made a total of one video. I had to like bite my lip during that video because I wanted to talk so bad.